Hi, thanks for watching NLV Blog. Today from Berlin in Germany.
Niks voorhanden, ze zijn niet meer in het hier en nu bezig. Ze zitten niet meer in die flow, in die stroom van het leven, die stroomversnelling van het leven. Nee, ze liggen eigenlijk een beetje op de kant op te drogen. En dat gebeurt dus heel vaak. Dan gaan mensen dingen uit het verleden naar boven halen die vaak hun lage zelfbeeld gaan bevestigen op dat moment. En ook
Now one thing in the Netflix documentary, The Man with 1000 Kids, which is of course, sorry to say, but it's about me. They talk about how unsatisfied some of these recipients are. And even though it's just like a handful of all the families that I've helped around the world, it also shows that there's only Dutch complaints and there's no complaints about Germany or Italy or France, where I've helped also in the multitudes. I help many families in Germany and I've helped many families in France. And I've helped many families in Italy. So why aren't there any families, any German families, any Italian families, or any French families in this movie? Well, I can explain that. Well, that maybe has to do with the fact that many of these families from these countries know that in their country discrimination is high towards people, recipients, that want to conceive with a donor. Let's look, for example, at Germany. In Germany, it is basically not allowed to use a donor when you're like a same-sex couple to women. A clinic will not help you, and the government will not help you. They will not provide you with any help and service. You have to basically, you are reliant on private donors. And if you would go to a normal clinic, they would say, no, sorry, we cannot help you. You are a same-sex couple. We just don't help you. It's just how it is. Of course, this is discrimination, but it shows that the different view on this topic in different countries is not covered in this whole movie, and that's why it's a very bad and crappy, cheap, worthless piece of film. They just pick out what they like and they leave out all the things that are very important. The same goes for Italy. In Italy, the discrimination is even worse. There's no way that a same-sex couple can have a child through a official sperm bank. You have to be married, you have to be a heterosexual couple, and that's their rules, and that's fine. But I jumped into this big demand amongst Italian couples, same-sex couples, women, lesbian couples that wanted to have a child. And I offered them a great service because they couldn't get it in their country. And they also, in most cases, couldn't order it from, for example, cryos. It's too expensive, and if you know the wages in Italy, they really cannot afford it. Maybe Germans and French people could, but if you're familiar with like the average wage in Italy, you know that they cannot afford it. So of course, these people are happy with my service. They think it's great, it's an amazing service, very good, one of the best that they could have. And of course they're not going to complain on a very crappy video about my service. Of course not. They will never do that. Because they know that I am the only that cared about them. Because the clinics didn't care about them, government didn't care about them, and the media also doesn't care about them. Because you can see clearly how people get treated that work with the media. If you are a recipient and you work with the media, you always get pushed in the corner of, some very odd person. That you're doing something very odd, that you're basically mindless, that you're not responsible. Government, media, clinics, they all will not help you. And I wanted to help. I was the only one that cared for them. For the Italian people, for the German people, for the French people, where also high discrimination is, where it's also not easy to find a donor. And yeah, of course, they will not ask these people to take part in this crappy tabloid movie. Then of course it will show that, of course, I am one of the best donors. I provided them the best service. I am there for them. I cared for these people, and I really didn't want to have any money. I didn't want any status. I didn't need any, like, saying in the upbringing. I totally gave freedom, of course. I took my role as a donor super serious, and I still do. Because also after you've helped, you are, in my opinion, responsible as a donor to act responsible and to help them. That's why I didn't participate in this cheap, garbage, tabloid movie. To me, it just shows the level of crappiness of this whole movie. Leaving out all the tens of German families, the tens of Italian families, maybe 20 families, France, also many families, Belgium, also many families. So it's very clear that it's all misleading, it's all stupid, it's not meaning anything. They do everybody a very bad service. They are the bad service, they are offering only crap. I was offering a good service to them, I helped them, I cared for them, and that's also the reason why I went to Italy and Germany, because I thought it was very discriminating that these people couldn't just get some help from their government, from the clinic, from media that would help them in their emancipation. No, none of that, only discrimination. Not emancipation, discrimination. So yeah, instead of saying, hey, German clinics, German government, German media, Italian government, Italian clinics, what is wrong with you? Why aren't you helping these people? This is normal in the Netherlands, these are normal rules. Why not offer that in the Netherlands? Because of course, this movie is of course deceiving, it's very limiting, leaves out a lot of information, will only look what they suits them. It is of course not a documentary at all, just tabloid crap. I'm going to say it hundreds of times until you get it in your mind that this is just tabloid garbage. So I reached out to people in Italy and Germany. I traveled thousands of hours to help them without asking anything in return, sacrificing 17 years of my life and offering a very good service they will not get from the government, from the clinics and from the media. So that was it for today from Germany, Berlin, Germany. I say thank you for watching. See you next time.